but he was not himself. I think he'd be the first person to tell you that. He had 7 drop passes. That was second in the SEC. He was not as consistent as he needed to be. Now, with Cam Coleman here, that certainly changes things.
As the Longhorns get set to talk here Thursday ahead of their 2026 campaign. Apparently a very active city in Tampa, Florida as well. For now, in my, I think, new home, Noah Gross, KXAN News.
You ever get back from a vacation and have to go to work when a coworker stops you and asks,
"Hey, Noah, how was your vacation?"
It was good, thanks for asking, but I really needed that. Well, Texas softball needed a win like you and I both need vacation. I think that's what they call a par. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with you. If I lose this hole now, I might never play the sport of golf again.
The many reasons I did not make it in my favorite sport of baseball, I mean, height for sure, athletic ability, toughness, heart, but also high in that list is thinking too much when you're playing baseball. You got to be free up there. For Texas baseball, they have a guy that's certainly good at keeping things loose on the mound. Do you feel like maybe there's a chip on your shoulder coming from Austin, and how important is it to you to represent this area at the next level?
Oh, yeah, man.
And just finally, how do you feel about it being about 314 degrees Celsius here in late September?
Well, it's pretty awesome. I'm sweating already.
Sonny, player's perspective here. There's 4 matches left. You kind of know you need 3 points in almost all of these. Just kind of what's the psyche heading into this, what they hope is a playoff push?
Alongside here while we ask questions to Sweat and his attorney as they walked over here, got in a car on West 10th Street and drove away. Let's take a listen to some of the questions we asked. Devondre, any comment on the incident last night?
We're not talking about the incident.
Any comment on the possible influence on the draft stock?
No.
You and Steve Sarkisian are always linked with the rivalry. I just want to know how that relationship with him has grown.
It's an interesting situation because I think there's a lot of mutual respect.
I am scared of everything. I told you guys before, I couldn't watch Night at the Museum as a kid because when the T-Rex came to life, I would be too scared to watch. I wanted to say SpongeBob, but he wasn't a slasher. He just had a great Halloween episode.
The big news today, the eclipse. If you woke up like me and thought, how can we make this about sports? Well, stick with me here. Let's buckle up and get things going. So if you really think about it, technically speaking, the moon is blocking the sun, playing lights out defense. So let's check out the best defense from Texas. Home run, Corey Seager, that doesn't matter. Watch what happens in the right field stand. See something fall down here? Watch. Kid has the glove. You got to catch it because you get the ball. And then 2, you save the nachos. They go tumbling down in the field. Just a financial disaster. Time for me to burn my mouth on this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good stuff. Back to you. He is the best player in college football because of what he can do consistently throughout a season. Last year felt like a down year almost for him, right? He still had 12 sacks and led the SEC, led the team as a freshman with 9 as well. What he can do is so special.
Hey, stay cool and have fun, okay?
The first voice you'll hear when you walk into Dell Diamond.
It brightens my day to see them smile.
An athlete himself growing up.
Hey, how you doing? I always went for the bigger guys, you know. I always wanted the challenge.
As a sophomore in 2015 at Stony Point High School, Jay Favors said something didn't feel right in his gut before a kickoff.
I went in full speed and at a bad angle, me and the guy collided heads, and he got up and I didn't.
Jay says he instantly knew he was paralyzed.
I felt the word was taken from me, and still to this day, I can't get over it, but I learned to cope with it a lot.
After graduating, Jay was taking classes at Austin Community College, but an accident totaled the van his family used. No longer able to attend school.
I was stuck in the house. You know, I had no contact with people or anything, and, you know, I almost gave up on myself.
Hitting a low, but in February 2022, hope from his hometown team.
That is your van.
The Nolan Ryan Foundation and the Round Rock Express gifting Jay with a new van.
Welcome to Dell Diamond.
And a new job.
It's the kids, I say. You know, they come in and I want them to have that same experience of my first game.
Jay's saying the job has changed his life, made better with a dear friend close by.
How are y'all doing today?
That's my partner in crime, I like to say.
Glad you're here. You know where your seats are?
Ginger Richardson has been with the Express since their inception back in 2000 and loves working with Jay.
Probably I'm more like a grandma to him.
With Ginger by his side, Jay able to believe in himself.
I was like 5'6", and I thought I was like 6'4", you know? That's the kind of confidence I had, and I feel like I'm back to that Jay, you know?
Always saying he wanted the biggest challenge and now knows even that
Hello, how are y'all?
won't stop him.
Would you like a program?
This isn't something most have seen or would try and may have the same reaction.
I feel like the biggest thing is people come by and they're like, "You're so crazy."
Yeah, myself included, but for Amanda Montminy, the first time she approached highlining, there were some jitters.
But I remember like not being as nervous as I anticipated myself being.
To quickly describe this sport of highlining,
It's like tightrope walking, except on a bouncier webbing, kind of like a trampoline.
Montminy trains and resides here in Austin. She's been highlining for a few years and is already ranked in the top 10 for freestyle highline in the world and qualified for the World Championships in Switzerland this month.
I'm so excited to go there because I see these people on Instagram and just other competitions, and I look up to them, a lot of the people that I'm competing against. So it's like really exciting to go and get to see them and hang out with them.
And win. That's the goal. And if all this was not impressive enough,
Now I'm working as a nurse, so we have 12-hour shifts. We work 3 to 4 days on, and then we have 3 to 4 days off. So I just use all my off days like this is where I'm at.
time well spent for what she calls ideally, one day, her full-time job.
In my head, I'm always just like, breathe, relax. You need to be like super focused, but also like super steady.
Yeah.